Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm just giving an update on what I'm working on. And for those who joined me for my previous live video, you know exactly what this is. This is the boho inferno crochet dress in another color scheme. So I'm going to have this dress available on the website to purchase. And the reason why I made another one was to just make sure I have the hang of the design and to also make sure I communicate to my clients that this dress can literally be made in any color of your choice. So I'll be listing the color options on the website, but if you want your own, you can go ahead and just communicate and you'll be able to get whatever you want. So this is what the dress looks like, guys. Look at this. Look at this. This is the top part of the dress with the straps. And then I actually changed the straps a little bit. They're a bit thicker for a short distance. And then hi. So sorry about the internet connection. I think there's some sort of problem with my connection. So I was saying that we're going to get this in different colors on the website. I'll be just giving an example of this, but if someone wants to order for it, you can order for it in any color of your choice. So I am on the final part of this dress, and that is the fringes. I've been able to sit down and work on all the parts, attach and do all those things. And now I'm on the final part, which is the fringes. I've cut some strings here for my second batch. My first batch was almost as thick as this, and it has managed to do for me a fringe that looks like this. So I'm going to just go ahead and attach some fringes, and I also have my iron here. For those who don't have an iron, please invest in one, especially if you're doing crochet. This will be a game changer for you, especially when it comes to fringes. And yeah, I'm going to use it as well within this video. As you'll see later on, we shall see the difference that it makes when you just put a fringe and then when you iron them. So I have my crochet hook here, and for this particular dress, my fringe yarn is quite thin. I am using a fingering weight yarn for the fringe, and I am attaching a total of 4 strands for the fringe. So I just fold 4 strands into half, and then I attach just like this. And then I'm going to just continue doing this because I literally have to do this around the base of the dress. And then later on, I'll level up by maybe using a pair of scissors or just leave it because it doesn't have to actually be that perfect because this is a flowy design and even the wind can mess up the level of the fringes. So I think I'm going to just leave it. I don't think I will be able to level it up. I'll just leave it as it is. Okay, so this is what we have. And I've powered on my iron. Let's wait for it to heat up. It heats up very fast. That's the best thing. This is my hair iron, and I use it for my business as well. I just make use of it whenever I can. I don't have to buy another one for business. Just use exactly what I have. And then I forgot to record the part when I was kind of steaming the motifs because when you finish them, they're a bit curly. I can share with you some images of when I was working on this piece. You can see how they were before. They weren't so flat, but in the end, we've managed to get this beautiful and neat kind of flat looking motif. That's because I kind of steamed them and they were able to get to this level where they look perfect right now. So let me go ahead and attach my fringes. I usually do this when the piece is on the dummy, so somehow it's usually easier. But since I'm on this live, I think it's fine. This usually takes me a long time when this piece is not on the dummy. So I want to show you the difference between having your fringe like this. This is a very good yarn because it creates a beautiful fringe. But sometimes you can put a fringe and somehow the yarn is very shabby, very shaky. It has some sort of curls or curves, and it doesn't just look appealing to the eye of the client. So that's where I want to introduce my iron. And the good thing, it's blending in so well with my project. Guys, look at that hot pink and the black. And the good thing is we also have hot pink and black in our piece. So I am going to just use it like this. It has that hot plate on both sides. And I just do this to the fringe. Oh, I haven't yet switched it on. Let's first wait a little bit. I hadn't switched on. So let me wait for it to heat up. It just takes a very short time to heat up, and then we shall iron the fringe. Those are just a few touches you can add to your crochet pieces to look more appealing to the designer or to the client actually, so that they can end up buying your piece. Have you ever been there and somehow you've made the same pieces, but they look different? It's the same exact design, but display and the final show or the final presentation of the piece is what's going to make the difference. So someone may put in an extra effort to iron their fringe, to weave in their ends, and everything is neat. And somehow they'll be able to sell their piece faster than the person who has loose ends peeping, the fringe is shabby, somehow it's not leveled up. All those things matter. So these are handmade products, so you try your best to make them more appealing to the eye. Okay, I think my iron is ready. It's been like just like a minute, and that should be enough. It's hot enough. It's actually very hot. And let me just grab like 6 fringes. And you see the difference? I'm going to iron right now. You're going to see the fringe become very flat and straight. And I think this is much better than before. So let's see the difference between what we have here, between this fringe and this fringe. This creates a very flowy and thin fringe, which we want because we want this to be around and that kind of flowy look. It's a very small difference, but it makes a much better look at the end. You can iron it as much as you want in order to get that really appealing look to you. So this is what I've ended up with. I'm going to go ahead and iron this one as well. This may take some time, but in the end, the results are satisfying. Much better than just leaving it as it is. But you can do you. If you prefer the normal fringe without the ironing bit, please go ahead and do that. But this is what I've ended up with. So this is a little tip to my people who usually make fringes. Make sure you invest in iron. This is a hair iron, and this is Philips. This is the one that I use, and it gives me perfect results for my crochet fringe. So I'm going to just go ahead and keep attaching my fringes all around the dress, and then I'll be able to finish up my dress. Uh, Someone is saying, when does the tutorial come in? The tutorial is already on the channel. It's my most recent tutorial. I put it out this Sunday. Last Sunday, sorry. So for the person who was asking how long it takes to make this dress, I gave you like a week if you're not in panic mode, when you're working at your own pace. I gave you like a week to make the motifs. And then when it comes to the joining part, I was able to join this dress overnight, and I didn't even take like the whole night. It took me like 2 hours to join the pieces and put everything together. Maybe that's because I already know what to do, but it doesn't take like a really long time to attach the motifs together. It takes a very short time. So basically in a week you should be done with this project. It doesn't take forever. The only annoying thing is working the motifs, repeating the same exact thing and again and again may be a little bit hard for some people to keep up with it for just 1 week. So for those people who don't like repeating motifs for many times, then you're going to give yourself like 2 weeks to 3 weeks to make this project. But some of us who don't mind, I'd give myself 1 week to make this dress and complete it. Or even less, depending on how fast I am. It should be ready within a week or less. So I love your pattern. I'm in Miami. Thank you, Catherine. Okay, so this is going to take time. So I'm going to get off this live and finish up. And you'll be seeing some images of the final look of this dress on my Instagram. Make sure you follow me there. And yeah, I'll take some shots tomorrow of this dress on body, and I'll be able to put it out on the website so that for the people who can't make it for themselves, you can purchase it on the website. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.